Hi, welcome to KGCS TV's Southern Sports Sunday Playback Show. My name is Kristen Hanna, and I'm joined by Patrick Wheeler as we bring you today's coverage here at Fred G. Hughes Stadium between the Missouri Southern State University Lions and the Nebraska Kearney Loopers. And it looks like both of these teams have kind of gotten off to a shaky start, 0-2 records, but to two really respectable teams, Patrick. What do you expect from today's game?
Yeah, we've got both teams here that have yet to find a win so far this season, but Missouri Southern and Nebraska Kearney both having to face Northwest Missouri in their first two games respectively. So, and that's a number 4 ranked team. So you're playing some really stiff competition. Somebody's going to get a win here today, though.
Right. And it's true, like you said, Northwest Missouri is always making it to Division II national championships and playoffs. So really respectable teams in definitely the Northwest Missouri Bearcats, but also Washburn is who Nebraska Kearney actually went against last week, also a respectable team. And Emporia, as we saw last time at home, didn't go as we had planned or as we had wanted it, but just a couple of errors and a couple of penalties really make the difference sometimes in a game.
That really is. Yeah, you're right. That's all it takes usually, and those are errors that can't happen anymore because Missouri Southern has a chance to turn their season around right here.
Right. And like you said, I think it's a pretty even matchup. It's going to be probably a pretty good game if we see both of these teams play as they have in some of the games. We've seen some highlights from certain players, obviously. Jonquavius McBride, Ricky Green, obviously on defense, getting a couple of great interceptions on the first game at home. So just trying to make sure we're keeping up the morale and the defense is doing as much for the offense as the offense is for the defense.
Absolutely, and we're just actually getting underway here. Kearney started in their own end zone. Just about. Kickoff was down to about the 2-yard line, so they're having to run out of their own end zone on the first play of the game.
Yeah, and it looks like that ball carrier is Romero Cotton. You're probably going to hear his name a lot. He's gained quite a few yards already in the season for Nebraska Kearney, and usually when they're looking for a ball carrier, they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, Cotton is actually the number 2 rusher behind the quarterback, which is something you don't see all the time.
It shows versatility, though.
It does. This time we're going to get a pass out to about the 10-yard line. Ball was actually stripped towards the end of the play there. I think they're going to call him down, however.
Showing some tenacity, though, out there. You see, just to start the game.
Ripping for the ball with Missouri Southern. Actually got the ball away, but they're going to call forward progress. So it'll actually be 3rd down.
It's already getting underway pretty fast, obviously. It looks like Nebraska Kearney is moving the ball, obviously, but 3rd down is everything. So how's the defense going to react?
3rd and 1, they're going to have to stand tall here, and they're going to hand it off right up the middle. And it looks like Missouri Southern stood up, but it might have been just not quite enough. I'm not sure if they got a late flag there at the end. Couple late flags, actually.
Looks like they credited that tackle to Justin Tomlinson. Number 40.
Let's see what they decide here on the penalty. This could be good for Southern. So it's actually against Missouri Southern. Sportsmanlike conduct call. And tack on 15 more to the end of the run for Kearney.
Right, and this is what we talk about. You're on your 3rd down. You're trying to stand tall as a defense. And these are the types of situations you want to make sure that you come to the call, so you're stopping on the 3rd down or at least not the forward progress on such a penalty.
And it looked like they had stood up pretty good, but that penalty will negate all of it, so it won't matter.
Exactly. It's those kind of penalties away from the play as well. Obviously, the one that brought the tackle upon was not the same one that got the penalty called.
Right. Bonson Marsh, the quarterback's going to keep it here around the right side. Decided to pull the handoff back, and he'll take it around the corner for just a few.
But it sounds like he can keep doing that. I think you said he was number 1 rusher there.
He is, he's the leading rusher, yeah.
So
expect him to run more than he's going to throw, and if Southern's going to give him room, then he will run. We'll see what the defense does here, though.
And that's crazy because, they're starting off running this game, but in the season they are averaging 184 yards in the air per game as opposed to 88.5 yards actually per game on the ground.
Right, so they can throw the balls. Romero Cotton will actually run it this time. Back-to-back running plays. And he actually gains a few, too. It's like we'll spot the ball around the 33-yard line. Third down now for the Missouri Southern defense. See if they can hold it on this one.
All right, so coming up on that, second, third down in no more than a minute. Really kind of a chance to get back for the defense here,
right,
and turn the ball over and start our progress.
Absolutely. A little confusion here on the side of Kearney. They're trying to get the play, and they will call a timeout the last second there. So
it's one of those things where it's like, Romero has been getting the ball, moving with progress, and and getting some yardage. So it's like you hand the ball off again for the run, but also, like I said before, the pass obviously works for them as well.
Right.
So might switch it up here.
In 3rd and 6, you're most likely going to see a throw, you would think, for Kearney. We might see the arm of Bronson Marsh for the first time in this game. But so far, the biggest yards gained has been on the penalty against Missouri Southern for Kearney. So they're trying to move the ball here. The big third down is actually coming up because you're right, if Southern can get this ball back, get a first chance on offense, they'd be in good shape here in the first quarter. As you mentioned the first time, though, both teams are 0-2. So you're coming in, both teams are struggling a little bit.
And both teams are looking for the win.
Right, you got to get, someone's going to get their first win here.
But, yeah, I expect this to be a good game, though, a really good game with good competition as well. And like I said, I mean, both teams are looking for that first win, and somebody's going to leave with it today. So
Bronson Marsh takes a snap. He's going to throw, it looks like, and he stays in the pocket, gets out of it now to the right side, and he is taken down. 3 or 4 Lions defenders on that one. Big-time sack by the MSSU defense.
I mean, number 40, Justin Tomlinson's on fire today. He's already had 2 great tackles at pivotal times in the game. This is one of them on third down.
Huge play. Tomlinson leading that defense in the backfield, and just a huge sack. It's going to force Kearney to punt. And Missouri Southern will get their first chance on offense, so a big-time defensive play.
But it's one of those things when you have such a strong defense that I think Missouri Southern could have a pretty strong defense this year. Starting on the defensive side of things is not a bad play,
Really good punt there.
Michael Nelson in the backfield there.
He'll get it at about the 38-yard line. First down now. Southern's going to have their first offensive chance, and I guess we'll be seeing the new quarterback. I guess you can call him the new quarterback.
Here at home, he's definitely the new quarterback because we saw Taekwon Hayes obviously the first time. So new quarterback, TJ Fleeton, yes. So tell us a little bit about him and his game.
TJ Fleeton, he threw for 95 yards. He had a pretty decent game against, I guess, as much as you can against Northwest Missouri. So, but he will get the starting job here again. And this one, he'll take the snap and hand it off to his first man through. I'm assuming that's Will Gregory. It is, and he'll get the carry for a couple. Looks like not much room up the middle that time.
TJ, I mean, he's a transfer from Northwestern there in Louisiana, so he obviously has a little bit of experience on a D1 level that could really bring some enlightenment to the game here on a D2 level. And as far as competition goes, he should be of good caliber.
He really should, and we're excited to see that arm when he gets the chance here. It's like Nelson will go in motion on this one, and he'll hand the ball off, this time down the end around. See who got that ball there. Looked like, yeah, it was Taekwon Hayes. So Hayes going to get a run here as he was the starting quarterback in the first game against Emporia State that you and I did. And this time he's carrying the ball.
But, it's nothing new for us to see Taekwon carry the ball because we saw a little bit of last year with the option offense. Even him as a quarterback, he was a runner, but also he got in as a running back sometimes and was able to gain some good yards for us.
I think you and I both know he's probably more comfortable at that position. Fleeton's going to get the snap and quickly has pressure. He tosses it down to Gregory. He's going to go down the right sideline. Flag comes in the backfield, however, towards the end of that play. It was a good gain. It would be enough for a first down, but the flag does not look like it's in a good position for Southern.
Yeah.
It will actually be good for Southern. It's roughing the passer against Kearney, so 15 yards and automatic first down.
So canceling out these penalties here. We've had a 15-yard one on us. We've had a 15-yard on them now. So hopefully we can settle the penalties. Hopefully it's just the start of the game, kind of first game, or I guess second game at home jitters, because it makes for kind of a sloppier game.
It does, and But we'll take that one because it moves Southern very far up the field, about the 33-yard line.
Perfect position, can get a field goal position right now.
Handoff is to Gregory right up the middle, and he has nowhere to go. Looks like no gain on that one.
Right.
Kearney's defense standing strong so far in the run game.
Of course, I mean, Will Gregory got a good little chunk of yardage there after that catch on the last play. But like you said, I mean, finding out who the target is and shutting them down, you have to give it to the defense there.
So 2nd down and 10. Ball about the 32-yard line. Fleeton with the snap, hands it off to a different running back this time. We'll see who that is. Gregory went off to the sideline. It is going to be Hadley. We talked about Hadley a little bit in the first game. He got a few carries, and he's kind of is coming in as Gregory's backup.
Exactly. And I think that's a pretty good position and pretty well covered, especially by Will Gregory. You know, he leads the team right now in carries, 25 carries, and yards. It looks like he has 129 for the season. So.
Right. Fleeton finds a man open in the middle this time. So
he said you wanted to see his arm, and you got it.
We just did. We saw his pass, and it was complete. Ricky Nichols on the reception that time, former Cassville Wildcat. And it'll be enough for a first down. 1st and 10 again here for Southern. Ball's on the 17.
In good position here. So he's going to hand it off to number 18. He's going to go ahead and keep taking that. That's Hadley there, isn't it, again?
Good run by Jay Hadley. He gets the ball all the way down inside the 5-yard line. See where they place it here. Ball's going to be at around the 2.
1st and goal here.
1st and goal, a handoff to Hadley again up the middle and just short of a touchdown there. May have gained 1.
It's worked 2 times before. I think as a coach, I would try it the 3rd time.
Absolutely.
That close in. It looks like they're going to have Jerez Fortune come in, and we've seen Fortune work. Fortune's a little guy, but he's a big guy, really. He's muscular, very strong body. He's able to really kind of bulldoze through the defensive line in a lot of aspects. So I wouldn't be surprised if I saw him do that here, or at least block.
Right, as a blocking back. And Gregory will get the handoff up the middle, and looks like he might be stuffed just short too. So ball at about as close as you can get without scoring to the end zone. A 1-yard line exactly. They're just trying to punch it in with Gregory, and why not, the way he runs. 3rd and 1 now. Lions really close to scoring here.
This is when you see what your offense is made of. Really having to step up, you know, come to call here.
Fleeton takes a snap himself. He's going up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Missouri Southern. TJ Fleeton takes it himself on the quarterback keeper.
Smart play there for the quarterback, and definitely a good time. Then we're up on the board. First up on the board, it looks like it's 6-0. And Rinkin, obviously a really good kicker, has been very reliable. But it looks like there is a huddle on the field.
See what they decide to do
It
here.
looks like they're going to go ahead and kick it for the extra point. Like I said, really consistent in his kicks, usually always able to get that extra point for us.
And this one is up and good, it looks like, too. So 7-0 now. Southern with the early lead in the first quarter. TJ Fleeton, in case you're just joining us, just punched it in from a yard out.
I'm going to make an observation here. I think that I'm seeing a little bit of a different Southern team here. It looks like they're much more calm, cool, collected than the first part of the first game. So definitely a nice look and really good change to see in just 2 weeks.
It is. We saw the Southern defense stand tall on the Kearney's first drive. They came up away with that big sack and had the ball punted to them and had a really good drive too. Gained some big yards on a penalty.
You see that defense working with that offense,
right, yeah.
You know.
When everything works together, it goes good for Southern.
And like you said, I mean, the defense, no denying it. Tomlinson is on fire tonight. 2 really, really strong tackles, 1 very good sack for a loss of yards there on a 3rd down, which is pivotal in a game like this, where any game really, where it could get close at the end.
Right, and he started it all if you think about it. So the defense, as you said, led to the offense. 7-0, Southern up in the first quarter against Nebraska Kearney here in Joplin, Missouri.
Thanks for tuning in to Southern Sports Sunday. We're glad to continue the tradition of bringing you the action of Missouri Southern football on KGCS TV. So if you aren't able to make it out to the game, or if you just want to see it again, KGCS is the place to tune in for the action of the Lions. And all of our crews are student ran, obviously a really good opportunity for us as announcers, as producers, as directors, as camera ops. So awesome time here at Fred G. Hughes.
Southern will kick off, a very deep kickoff to Nebraska Kearney. They'll knee it in the end zone for a touchback. So Kearney will start with the ball at their own 20. Make that 25, actually. Touchback is 25 here in Division II. And we'll see if Missouri Southern's defense steps up again.
Yeah. And we talk about the MIAA as Division II, but really competitive Division II, almost sometimes compared to a small D1, and has some D1 transfers as well.
Right. Bronson Marsh throws an incomplete pass to the right side to start this one. This drive for Nebraska Kearney.
Some pressure there by Missouri Southern's defense. I mean, after the last series as a loper, I'd be feeling kind of, timid as well on offense.
Right. Southern's defense looking good so far. Marsh is alone in the backfield there, and he'll take the snap. Looks like he's going to throw. He looks to his right side. He's going deep this time. He's got a man on the right side, and that ball's picked off. Interception from Missouri Southern.
That looks like that's going to be number 6. It's credited to Jonquavius McBride. Like I said, really nice player we have in McBride here this year. And
defensive leader, and he comes through there with a huge interception, giving that ball right back to Southern's offense. Everything going well for MSSU so far in this game.
And those are the type of plays you get, the quarterback's feeling the pressure, as you see from the defensive line, and so making those kind of sloppy passes and everything like that, that has everything to do with the series before.
It does. We saw Bronson Marsh not afraid to air it out there, and he had a man, but McBride just played better defense and got the picks. So we'll see.
He saw where the ball was going, and he ran there before he looked back.
That ball, luckily, Fleeton threw it out to, looks like Dylan Lawson over there on the left side. Went incomplete. Lucky it wasn't called a fumble. So 2nd and 10, ball on the 35-yard line for Southern. We're seeing Fleeton use his arm here a little bit more.
That's kind of what this air raid type offense is for. Obviously we've changed from the option, so seeing TJ air it out is a good change.
That's right, and he'll go to it again. And he gets a completion. This time it's going to be Carson Day over there on that left side. Brings up a quick 3rd down, however. We'll see what Fleet wants to do here. He's got 4 wide receivers out. Will Gregory in the backfield with him. And he takes a snap looking to his right. He's got a man on him, and he just quickly throws it away. He was pressured there by Kearney's defense.
Looks like it was intended for receiver Mike Nelson there, number 13, I'm sorry.
Really nothing Fleeton could do with that one, forcing the quick 3 and out there. So after the interception, the ball will go right back to Kearney. MSSU wanted to get at least 1 first down on that drive.
Right, that was immediate pressure, though, there by the defense.
So we'll see a punt here from Southern. And it's up and away, and a really nice punt there. It will take a Southern bounce, too. It is picked up by Kearney around the 10-yard line, and he's going to be stuffed. Great play by the return team, or the coverage team there for Southern.
Yeah, not the best idea there by George Brown, number 30 off Nebraska Kearney.
You're right, Brown probably should have let that one
probably
go.
Probably should have let it go.
Most likely would have bounced to the end zone, but he took it himself. And
good position, though, for the Lions there coming up on defense. And, I mean, the Lions defense, when you're able to have such confidence in the defense, you're not as worried about the offense not getting the first down.
Yeah, it all starts with the defense, and they've got Kearney all the way back on their own 10-yard line. Really couldn't ask for better position here. We'll see what Southern's defense can do here again. So far, we've seen them stand strong. They had a sack to bring up 4th down on the first drive for Kearney, and then an interception. Tavius McBride, I mean, we already mentioned about him being the leader on the defensive side, and he's showing that so far in this game.
Yeah, you couldn't really ask for anything more out of the defense at this point. I would say even really out of the offense either.
Right, the offense showing that they have the capability. They've already scored once. We mentioned TJ Fleeton punched it in from a yard out earlier on here in this quarter. Looks like about 6.5 minutes or so to play. Kearney will get it. Marsh with the snap, and he hands it off. It looks like it was running back. I think that was Romero Cotton. Actually, it was Luke Quinn, so a different running back here for Kearney. He'll take it up for just a few yards, so a quick 2nd down now. Marsh takes the snap, hands it off again to Quinn, who has the room on the right side, and he's quickly taken down. Southern's defense again coming through. Quinn had nowhere to run on that one. And McBride
really
again
strong,
in on that
yeah.
stop. This time he makes the tackle. 3rd down again, and it's coming up pretty quick. Southern's defense really showing up tonight so far. 3rd and about 7 to go.
5 minutes and 30 seconds here in the first half, or first quarter, I'm sorry.
Marsh takes the snap, and he's looking to throw. There's a flag thrown, and he has a man open and completes the pass up the middle. That was number 18, Tidius Mitchell, on the reception, but there is a flag. See if that one's on. It is thrown in the backfield type area. Legal formation against Kearney.
Just a 5-yard penalty, but still anything we can get, obviously, and we're coming up on 3rd down and 13, it looks like now.
Right, and that's backed up even farther into Kearney territory. They're going to place the ball at the 8-yard line, 3rd and 13 about to go. So another big 3rd down. It's now to see if Southern can come through here again on 3rd down. Monson Marsh in the backfield. He's got a man in motion. That's Jamon Cotton. Marsh looking to throw to his right side. Just about a spectacular catch by Tidius Mitchell, but dropped the ball, so defense stands strong again, this time forcing the incompletion.
Right, and we saw Justin Tomlinson in on that action. Tyjon Tate as well. So team effort there, some camaraderie there in the defense. Really making stuff happen this time.
All right, they're not allowing any room for Kearney to work. They're going to have to punt out of their own end zone here. Punt is up, and it's to about the 40 where it is taken there.
Mike
Risky
Nelson.
play there, Nelson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He thought he might have had more room than what he did, but
Right.
hung on to the ball. Mike Nelson, I mean, if somebody knows tough, that's that that guy right there. He's tough as nails. I think we saw him obviously last year in the option. Really good, strong running back, and he's coming in this year as a really good receiver. And I think Denver is really excited about having him out there as a receiver and getting some yards after catch, and just being able to obviously get the ball and take the break in a lot of aspects and a lot of situations.
Provides as a good weapon for Fleeton, who will be in shotgun formation on this one. He's got 3 receivers out wide.
They made a really good connection last game for 14 yards, Nelson and Fleeton.
And Fleeton hands it off this time. See who that one, Joseph Henderson. So that's another new running back we've seen in this game for Missouri Southern. Gain of 1. Not much still in the running game, though.
Coming up on 2nd down and 9 yards to go.
Fleeton takes a snap, hands it off again to
Like
Henderson. Nothing there, though, either. As you can tell so far, I mean, Kearney's going to force Fleeton to use his arm.
All right, he's going to have to on this next play coming up. 3rd down and 8 yards to go. We're probably going to have to see him air it out a bit.
Right, and you know Southern wants to get a first down on this drive. They don't want to go another 3 and out.
Got 4 receivers wide here.
4 out and 1 in the back, 1 man in the backfield with Fleeton. In shotgun again. He'll take the snap and looking to his left, he'll go to the corner. He's got a man over there. And incomplete, out of bounds.
I mean,
looks like
not much more the offensive line could have done there. They did a really good job there with
right.
before they had up.
Jaquee Davis was the intended receiver, but it was just too far out of bounds, so it will be another 3 and out for Southern quickly as they ran 2 running plays to gain 2 yards, and then an incomplete pass on 3rd down brings it 4th and 8. And they can't really punt it here. Looks like we'll actually see a field goal attempt.
Field goal attempt by Rankin.
We'll see if Rankin can put one through here. A pretty decent shot.
Quite try, right?
It is up, and I think that got through. No, it was just wide. It looked like left maybe a little bit.
It's been wide. We all over here thought so. I heard the crowd and everybody else start, sounding for excitement. But all the same, 7-0 still, obviously, and we'll be turning it over to Nebraska Kearney here for all the offense. But, I mean, with the defense that we have going on for Missouri Southern today, I'm pretty confident.
Defense is playing really well right now for Southern. Given the offense chances, they just haven't taken advantage of every single one of them. They have scored 7-0 already, though, Missouri Southern in the first quarter. Kearney's going to get the ball at the 36-yard line, though. And Marsh will throw it out to the right side. Looks like that's Romero Cotton, his running back.
Saw Romero Cotton start trying to move there. Obviously the defense has to get him before he gets going because it looks like he's going to be a fast one stop.
Yeah, he's got some speed as their starting running back, and he's actually going to get no gain, though. 2nd and 10. Marsh again in the backfield. He's got Cotton right next to him. He'll take the snap and hand it off to Cotton. The flag is thrown early, and Cotton's got a hole on the right side, and he's going to bust that all the way to about the 48-yard line. But there was a flag thrown early on. We'll see if that will be brought back or not. .305 left in this first quarter. Missouri Southern with the lead 7-0. And the referees are going to huddle up and discuss what this one is all about.
And like I said, on the MIAA, you have just so much great.
So no flag, actually, after all that, which means the run will stand. It's a big run for Romero Cotton. He's going to get the ball all the way to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, new set of downs. Gain of about 11 or so there. Actually, about 15. So Marsh will get the snap, and he actually has a receiver open on the right side, completes the pass.
Taken down fiercely, though, there by number 7, it looks like, from Missouri Southern, Martise Buckley.
Buckley took down Trayvon Freeman, who caught the pass, so it'll be 2nd down now after that gain. A gain of about 5, 2nd and 5 to go. We'll see Marsh again take the snap here. And he'll hand it off to his running back, Cotton, who's got a hole on the right side. He's got one man to beat. Gets down the sideline and cannot get away, however, from his last man. Let's see who that was down there that brought him down.
But he did get away through that gap, though,
Patrick.
Patrick.
It was still a big run.
That was a beautiful run, really, by Romero.
2nd big run that Cotton has ripped off.
Like I said, the MIAA is no stranger to really great talent, and Romero is one of them. He ends up at Nebraska Kearney, but out of high school, he was looked at a lot by D1s. He was a D1 prospect, and now he's playing here at Nebraska Kearney, but obviously a very successful player, and we have a few of them also on our team as well.
This time he'll get it again. He's just destroyed on that play, however. Big time hit.
Right, at some point you got to stop him.
Quajon Tate on that stop and a big hit. That last run, however, before that was about a 36-yarder for Cotton. He's ripped off 2 big ones in this game. But that one goes nowhere. However, the ball is inside the 15-yard line, down to about the 13. Loss of one on that play. Kearney sends a man to motion. Fake handoff, and the pass is down to check down Jamon. That's Jamon Cotton, so a different Cotton.
Yeah,
it's like we've
Jamon
got two
is
of
a
them.
younger brother.
Yeah. So we've got brothers on this team. He'll take the reception. It's for a short gain there. It was a little dump down pass.
I guess if your brother's getting all the attention, you have to get some
That's
as
right.
well, right?
Got to get in on it a little bit here, and he does there. Catches his first pass of the game, so it will bring up third down, though.
So this is when the Lions defense is obviously getting the most tested they have all game, having,
Right.
you know, had really two great series, standout series. We're going to obviously see him work.
And Marsh will get the snap here. Throws it up the middle, and it is a touchdown for Nebraska Kearney. He hooked up with his receiver right up the middle. We'll see who that was.
And you see that frustration there by Buckley. And, I mean,
Tidius Mitchell was the recipient of that touchdown. And you saw just some open field right there in the middle. Southern gave up there, and they scored on that one. Actually could have got a first down if they had wanted to, down to the 2, but just said, no, we'll go for the touchdown, and they did. So now they'll look to tie this game with the extra point. Kick is up and good. So Nebraska Kearney tying the game here, the 51-second mark in the first quarter, 7-7 now. Answering that Southern score with one of their own, but this time it was through the air. And I don't know about you, I saw a little bit of open space there in the middle that Tidius Mitchell was able to make room and make play through that 10-yard line. So
exactly. And with a team like Nebraska Kearney that is obviously pretty versatile in the way that they move the ball on the ground and with Cotton, and then also in the air as they have in the past for these past 2 games. So it makes it more difficult for a defense.
Right, and that drive was highlighted by Romero Cotton. He had 2 big runs, including the 36-yarder. They got him down within the 15-yard line. And we've seen pretty clearly that he's going to be their number 1 back. Who takes the bulk of the carries. So we will see Kearney kick off to Southern here. Got 2 men back to receive. Southern does, including Tyquan Hayes. I can see from here. He's back there.
So we have less than 1 minute to go in this quarter at 7-7. Is this what we were expecting from the game, Patrick?
I don't know if I was expecting 2 scores this early or not. I wasn't expecting Southern's defense to show up as good as they have in this game. We've seen a couple stops from them, including an interception. That's definitely a big highlight for them. So, and TJ Fleeton is showing good poise at quarterback as well. And that is a mistake for Kearney, as that kick will go out of bounds, which is an automatic penalty. You never want that to happen. This will give Southern even better field position to start this drive. So ball at the 35. You think about it, that's a pretty good starting field position. 10 more yards than what would be on a touchback. So Southern's got a good chance here to get a drive going. We've seen this usual setup so far in this game with 4 receivers out for Fleeton. He'll take the snap in hand, and he will pass it to the right side. He's got his man.
Looks like that'll be Terrell Crawford there.
Terrell Crawford on the reception, so he'll gain a couple. Ball at about the 39-yard line now. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6, and we're seeing the exact same formation here again. Fleeting with the snap, fakes the handoff. Exact same play, it looks like, as they'll throw it out to
Crawford there.
again, yeah. Sorry, I couldn't think of his name. He back-to-back receptions for Crawford, and almost the exact same play.
Groundhog Day.
Right,
Deja
yeah.
vu.
Exactly. If you gain 4 yards, why not try to gain 4 more until they stop you, right? So
exactly. And this slow and steady push down the field. I mean, last time it took 4 minutes, but they did come up with a touchdown. So maybe a little bit of a method to the madness there for the
Southern
Lions.
will take it. So we're actually going to go towards the end of the first quarter here. It just ended in time right now. We're going to take our first break, and we'll be right back. KGCS.
Okay, Lions. Express of Webb City invites you to try our delicious Chinese food, takeout or delivery. We use all white meat and make all our own sauces. We also provide catering for your special event. Our new Webb City location at 1206 West MacArthur Drive is ready to serve you. Check out our menu on our website and like us on Facebook too. Call in your order now. Orient Express, serving fresh and delicious Chinese food. That's Orient Express in Webb City.
Did you know that you can watch all of your favorite KGCS TV programs on YouTube? Introducing KGCS TV on YouTube. Catch past and current editions of Newsmakers, Chamber Chat and the Joplin Insider, Window on the World, and KGCS special presentations for free all online. And be sure not to miss your favorite programs on KGCS. KGCS TV on YouTube.
Welcome back to Missouri Southern. We have coverage of Lions football here. Lions had their drive going here. They had a play run during commercial, but it was called back on a penalty against Southern, so they'll actually have it third and 6 instead of 3rd and 1. See Fleeton with the snap. He'll take it and throws it out to the left side. It looked like Kearney may have gotten away with a pass interference penalty there. Didn't get it called on him. And it'll be an incomplete pass that was intended for Chad Nolan, the wide receiver.
I think we're seeing these offensive drives getting shorter and shorter, which is obviously not what we want in the second quarter starting off.
You're right, and Southern had it 3rd and 1, much better chance of getting it, but penalty knocked them back, so they'll be on 4th down and they'll have to punt it here. Another really nice punt. It's going to get over the head, actually, of the. Can they get the ball before it gets in the end zone? They will. What an excellent play by the coverage team, and what an excellent punt. That ball is going to be down around the 2-yard line.
Once again, another not very smart play there by George Brown in the backfield.
No, and you could see that one got right over his head.
It's like some scores around the MIAA that have been played already. Northwest Missouri versus Central Missouri. Looks like a really, really good game that took place there, 34-30, but Northwest Missouri, of course, won. And then it looks like we also had a really good game in the MIAA Game of the Week game as well. Missouri Western, though, taking over Northeastern State 24-17. So some good games here in the MIAA, and I think this one is going to be one and the same as well.
I think it could be so far. We're seeing that. Interesting, though, Northwest just winning by 4 points against Central, giving them a game there. So
right, and actually this coach, the head coach of Nebraska Kearney, actually spent some time at the University of Central Missouri. It looks like Josh Lamberson spent 5 years at University of Central Missouri, so nothing new to him for some really big success. UCM is a really strong team.
Right. First play for Kearney on their drive, it looked like Marsh handed it off to Kevin Lane, the running back. Gained maybe a couple yards, so about 2nd and 8 now. Still back in their own territory, though. Ball is around the 3-yard line.
Yeah, nothing going on too much on the first downs of the series.
Just trying to get out of their own end zone right now is Kearney. Southern pinned them back on the punt. It's another handoff up the middle. That time it looked like number 11, Romero Cotton, who we've seen more often than not getting the carries for Kearney. he'll actually punch it ahead just a little bit more, giving Kearney some more room here. Not too much, though. It's going to be a third down. Big time for Southern here.
And it also looks like that tackle was awarded to Justin Tomlinson again. Really, really good. I think that's tallying up about 4 tackles for him for the game.
And we're just getting into the second quarter, so already a good game for him. Third down now. Marsh takes the snap, and he's looking to throw to his right side. An incomplete pass, so a good stand there by the Southern defense. Looked like he was looking for his receiver, but he could not find him. Missouri Southern defense again standing strong, though, as they're repeating what they have done in the first quarter.
Yeah, really good coverage there by Jonquavius McBride, showing himself, and obviously Marsh not able to do much with the ball. Allowing
just about 5 total yards on that series alone there did Southern as they pinned Kearney
and look at
down.
where they're punching from.
They're going to have to punt all the way from the back of the end zone, so a good chance here for Southern to get good field position. Punt is up.
It's a pretty good punt, though, from where he's at. Looks like Mike Nelson's going to take that, though, for himself.
Nelson getting around to the right side. He's got a corner and just had one man who couldn't quite get around. Looks like that was Anthony Naris is the name on the stop, and he could have got around him. He had a lane on that right side, it looked like.
You can tell Nelson's ready to run.
He is, yeah. You could tell right there. We know he's got that speed, and he thought he had a chance there.
He's catching every ball he can and taking
right
off.
Yeah, you're right. And a pretty good punt, as you mentioned, all the way down to around the 40, and Nelson takes it to about the 45.
Still pretty good field position, though, for the Lions taking over here on offense.
It is, and that's what you get for pinning Kearney down.
I think we need that, though, on offense right now. You know, I think that's the one part that's not staying as consistent throughout the game is the offensive play. I'd say on both sides of the ball, though.
Right. Give Southern a better opportunity. We're looking at taking a timeout here real quick. 13:05 in the second quarter. 7-7 is your score. Missouri Southern scored first early on in the first quarter on a T.J. Fleeton punch in from 1 yard out. And then we saw Kearney get on the board after that. We have seen some strong Southern defense, however, as we've mentioned. Already an interception by McBride earlier in the first quarter. And they stood strong on the last one.
Really heads-up play, though, as well by the linebackers.
They're always scoping out the ball, and they have well in this game. So we'll see similar setup as we have all game here for Southern. Fleeton takes the snap, and he has nowhere to go, and he's bottled up quickly, finally going down. And that's going to be a loss for Southern.
It's like a group of
it was a bunch of lopers there on that time. Yeah.
It's a pack of them.
Pack of lopers. I think that's good.
Good analogy.
Yeah, good analogy for that one. So, ball will be at the 41. Loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Southern's got some ground to make up here.
Got to tighten up.
Right, and Fleeton will fake the handoff. He will roll out to his right, looking for a man, and he finds one out to his right side. The completed pass over there. Looks like that was Terrell Crawford again, who he's found for the 3rd time in this game.
Crawford stepping up, though, this game, obviously, and that's what you need off of a team. You know, once one running back or one receiver is shut down, you want to be able to look to the next best man.
Right, and Crawford is that man so far in this game. Southern not. Fleeton doesn't like the play call, looks for a different one. He'll get it here. It is 3rd down, actually, 6 to go. Fleeton with the snap, he looking to throw out to his right side. Has nobody open and throws it the last second, and ball is just incomplete. Really no one around there. He had to get rid of it before he went out of bounds. Bringing up another 4th down for Southern, not what they wanted.
Pretty smart, though, because he's throwing it back into the center of the field. He sees nobody's really around, but no intentional grounding on that one.
So Southern will get the ball 4th down, and they'll have to punt here. We're really seeing some good defense from Kearney, too, as they're stopping Southern on these drives.
We're seeing a lot of punting as well, Patrick.
We are. That's, results of the defense, and they're stepping up for both teams right now. See another punt here for Southern, another really good one. Fair catch by Kearney's returner. That'll be at about the 7-yard line.
Really good position there for the Lions to start defense.
Right, and they're continuing to pin Kearney back with these punts. I believe that's Kyle Stoneham, Kai Stoneham. Is he the punter? I think that's correct.
Yeah.
Kai, and he is really having some work here in this first half as he's punted the ball quite a few times.
Oh, yeah. Kai Stoneham. I know him as
Right,
well.
so do
He's
I,
from
yeah,
Australia. Yes. So that's awesome. International students on the football team as well.
Showing off a pretty good leg.
Yeah, Australia, and then probably pretty far, but also international is Spain, and that's what semester we're going into. And students here at Missouri Southern have a lot of special activities planned for the Spain semester. One of them, as it continues this week, will be a lecture. On Monday at 9 in the morning, you can learn about Spanish Civil War. At 11 o'clock, you can learn about the Cervantes, and at 1, you can learn about Spanish Inquisition. Tuesday's lectures focus on Pablo Casals at 9:30 and 11 o'clock, and the lectures are open to the public and free of charge, so everybody in Joplin can come out and hear a little bit more about Spain. Really good for international education. As we know, Missouri Southern picks a country every semester to kind of celebrate and be within the culture.
Very international-oriented school is Missouri Southern, and
so international that our punter is even.
right, even we got an international punter, and come check that stuff out. And
and it looks like we're going to have Nebraska Kearney starting here on offense.
ball's around the 8-yard line. Marsh is going to hand it off quick. Or no, he'll keep it, actually. Fooled me. He'll go around the right side. Maybe he'll get a yard.
If he fooled you, he might have fooled some of the
I
defenders
think so,
out
too,
there
yeah.
as well.
Luckily, they
picking
were
up a couple of yards.
Yeah, they sniffed it out for the most part. He'll actually only gain a yard.
Oh,
so
a yard, okay.
Looked like he handed it off, though, but Marsh will be in the shotgun position again. He's got 4 wide receivers out. Takes a snap,
Got
and
the
he's
left
looking to
side
throw.
heavy there.
It was, and he went to the right side, however, of course, so he does complete the pass. Looked like that was Tidius Mitchell, who caught the touchdown earlier. And that'll bring it up to the 15. It's a gain of 6, so third down again. Now third and about 3, so this would be a big stop if Southern could get this one. Get the ball back to their offense as quickly as possible. But you see that a lot. You mentioned how the left side was heavy on wide receivers. They'll go to that weak side a lot.
Exactly, more coverage there on the heavy side.
See what Bronson Marsh wants to do. A low snap, picks it up off the ground. He's going to have to carry it himself. Can Southern get him? And they stop him. It looks like he may be a little short of that first down marker. See where they spot the ball. Looks like, and they did, so it'll be about.
Defense playing an excellent game.
They are, yeah. They just stood up again, a couple yards short, and you have to think that low snap helped that. I don't think that was supposed to be a design run for Marsh, but he had to do something.
All right, so taking advantage of those.
Miscues it definitely, and Kearney's going to punt here in the end zone again. A very short punt this time. It looked like it was shanked there off the end of the foot of the punter, and that ball went nowhere. Southern's going to have great field position already into Kearney territories where they will start. It looked like that was a shanked punt at least. I don't think it hit anybody.
I don't think so either. I just think that it's going to be really good positioning
Yeah,
for the Lions.
Absolutely. It's going to be a ball at the 33, and Southern couldn't ask for better field position here.
And I think that's one thing Nebraska Kearney could have a more mindful special teams, it seems like. A little bit of the lack of mental on the special teams has been some of the issues, in the backfield for returns and spotting of the ball. So that makes a big difference, obviously, when you take over on offense.
I think you're right. Fleeton will take the snap here in shotgun. He's going to go down the field. He has a man open and a completion.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And go ahead, and he's going to receive that ball at around like the 1 yard line.
Yeah, he's going to bring it all the way down. What a catch. See who caught that. That was Ricky Nichols again. So he was on a huge reception. He had a man on him and a perfectly placed pass by T.J. Fleeton.
And we really didn't see this out of Nichols the first game at all because Taekwon obviously was running the ball more. But this airing out that Fleeton's doing obviously is beneficial for the team. And
ball on the 2. Handoff is to Ricky Green on the left side, and he's going to be down short, it looks like, just about the 1 yard line. Or Will Gregory, I apologize. I like to call him Ricky Green for some reason. He's on the defensive side. Will Gregory will take it to the 1. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1 now. Still just a really impressive pass by Fleeton to set it up.
Coming up on second down, 1 yard to go.
He's going to keep it himself again. Touchdown, it looks like Missouri Southern again. Fleeton on his second of the day. We've seen that now twice.
So finding that open man, getting that pass, obviously gaining a lot of yards on that pass and just punching it in for the touchdown.
So the second score for TJ Fleeton, both he has ran it from a yard out each time. This time it's at the 8:54 mark of the second quarter. But really that was set up just as we already talked about, just as great pass, and Ricky Nichols coming through with, that's his second reception of the game.
Rankin's going to get that point. It's good.
Extra point up and good, so 14-7 now. We see Southern take the lead here again, and that was just a really good drive. We already talked about earlier how they had started with a really good field position, and they took advantage of that pretty good.
And Nichols was even able to get a little bit after that catch also as well.
Right, he caught it closer to around the 10-yard line area and was able to bring it down to about the 2.
It looks like he split the defender,
He did,
honestly, and then just was able to take it there until I got so excited. Like maybe 3 yards, you know.
Right.
And a lot of times, I mean, at Missouri Southern, we haven't seen that a lot. I mean, since I've been here for 3 years, we've been running the ball in the option. And while, you know, it can make for an exciting game, there's nothing as exciting as those passes that are really clutch in the game.
Definitely, and I think everyone's excited to see them spread the ball out a little bit on the offensive side. You have to know Ricky Nichols is excited because he's catching passes and just about got a score. But TJ Fleeton went through, and we've seen Kearney on the first time TJ Fleeton was going to run it in from the one. They tried using Will Gregory on the first time, and Kearney stuffed him, and they stuffed him again on this drive. So Gregory not getting the touchdowns with all Fleeton. As we probably would have thought that Gregory would be the one to punch him in.
It's a bit unsuspecting as well, having a quarterback, obviously, that can be so versatile, because those runs into the end zone are an echoing kind of an option offense.
It is, and it's, like you said, shows the versatility of Fleeton, who can punch it in at any time. Southern will kick off. The Kearney field the ball at about the 10-yard line. And going to cut it up the middle. It looks like that was Luke Quinn on the return. He'll take it to about the 25-yard line. It's just about the same as a touchback. See if Southern's defense can stand strong here and get the ball back to their offense. We have seen, as we mentioned, good defense for both teams already in this game. Kearney is no slack on defense as they've stopped Southern, but Southern's defense has really been the highlight of this game so far.
You know, that last drive of Missouri Southern only taking 56 seconds.
56 seconds starting from the 33-yard line, so that's what you call efficiency right there. You see Bronson Morris in the shotgun. He'll take the snap and will hand it off to his running back, Romero Cotton, who tries to get around the left side, but don't think he made it back to the line of scrimmage.
That defense is closing down on Romero, and they see it whenever that's happening. Obviously not letting him get the speed and taking him down really and not giving him many yards at all. I think he actually lost a yard on that one.
He did, yeah. They're keying in on Romero pretty hard, and he's going to lose a yard, be 2nd and 11. See if they decide to hand it off again or try it through the air as one man goes in motion. Marsh with the snap, and he'll fake the handoff. He's looking to throw, and he does to the right side, and incomplete pass as his receiver fell down there. Jamon Cotton, the brother.
Jamon, it looks like number 2 is looking for a little favor there. Wasn't sure, you know, getting a little bit pushy. Obviously, we're at the safeties, but that was just good coverage and not a great throw there by Marsh.
It wasn't a great throw, and Cotton, right, he wasn't going to get a penalty call on that because he simply fell down. So it'll be 3rd and 11 now. Southern see if they can stand on this 3rd down. Marsh has 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He takes the snap, finds a man up the middle, and a completion. And some tight coverage there. Number 81, Matt Miller, that's his tight end, so that's the first reception for him.
That was just a really pretty good reception on that one.
It's a good catch and good throw right in the middle of Southern coverage.
He threaded that needle.
He did, yeah, very well. It will be enough to pick up a 1st down. So a new set of downs here for Kearney, 1st and 10, ball on the 39-yard line. Marsh hands it off, yeah, this time.
To Jamar Cotton, but Cotton's taken down there, losing yards. Tenacious defense, it looks like.
Big-time hit right there by a couple of Southern defenders. That was Ryan Solomon on the main stop there, as well as Dominic Bell, apologize. So a couple new guys getting in on that tackle. And we saw a different Cotton running the ball that time, but he had nowhere to go. Actually be a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. So Marsh rolling out to his left this time, looking for an open receiver. Can't, so he'll take it himself. Runs the ball out to about the 46.
Pretty good yards gained there, especially with the situation.
Right, and you know he was looking to throw there at the beginning, but Southern's defense had good coverage in the secondary. He will gain some positive yards, however, but it'll be another 3rd down here. Saw Kearney able to convert on their last 3rd down. We'll see about this one. Only 3 yards to go.
We've seen the Lions defense, though, work on the 3rd down today, so.
See if they can repeat it. They've got 4 receivers bunched up here. And Kearney was looking to pass. Marsh has nowhere to go, so he's going to take it and spin, moves out to the right side, and he's got room, and he's going to get that 1st down and a little bit more.
Wow, did you see the way he rolled off his man blocking for him, and he was able to take it there onto the right side?
Just an excellent move there by Marsh. It was a spin move, as you mentioned, right off his blocker.
Because he really stepped left and then almost spun right.
He did, and that's back-to-back, or a couple of plays.
Very smart heads-up ball.
Right, and he's been looking to pass on those plays, but he has, obviously the secondary is doing good for Southern covering receivers, but he's able to make plays with his feet.
So we're seeing a shift in offense efficiency here from Missouri Southern to Nebraska Kearney, but hopefully Missouri Southern's defense is able to hold on here.
And Marsh fakes the handoff to Cotton, and he'll take it himself.
Pretty good there.
It looked like he should have gave that ball away because Cotton had a little bit of room in front of him. Maybe read that one wrong, and he'll actually get a loss on that one. So Southern's defense read that one pretty well.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 11 coming up. 14-7. We're still up here at Fred G. Hughes Stadium. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first half. A really different first half that we see today as opposed to a couple weeks ago for our home opener.
We're seeing a better Southern team, more confident. Their defense is really strong today and so far in this game, and they're trying to stop this drive that's continuing for Kearney. Marsh looking to pass, and he does on the right side and has nobody. Intended receiver was well covered over there. He was aiming for Tidius Mitchell. Really good coverage, however, by Martise Buckley. Buckley was right on him, and I was looking for maybe they throw a flag, but they didn't, so good thing there for Southern. It'll actually be 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 for Kearney.
3rd and 11, but we've seen them kind of
We've seen
get
them
after some of
convert.
these, convert after some of these 3rd downs. So
right, especially on this drive, so we'll see if they can do it here. They have a longer
defense
field.
Has to hold tight.
And a fake handoff for Marsh. He's going to look down the field, and he's got a man up in the middle, and just really good defense. And that was a dangerous hit. There comes a flag, and that's going to be against Southern as we got the receiver is down. That was definite helmet to helmet. And what a scary play we just saw. Not sure who the receiver is. I think they're going to get Buckley on the penalty.
Looks like it, and this is just a guess, I think it might be number 18, Tidius Mitchell.
Tidius Mitchell, yeah, it could be. If so, he's one of their top receivers.
Obviously doing very well today, having a lot of success as a receiver. It's hard when you see anybody go down, though, like that. That was really big hit, obviously.
And that was just a straight head-to-head. Luckily, we see Tidius Mitchell moving, so.
I will say Marsh, obviously, I mean, he really does thread the needle as a quarterback. He gets right in between those safeties, and a lot of times the receiver is at risk.
Right, and the receiver is in no man's land kind of in that area. You don't know who's going to hit you and when. So he's called 2 fouls, actually. We got a face mask against Southern. That one's going to be declined. Then they're going to call the personal foul. They're going to call targeting.
See, but I absolutely don't think that was with Militia at all.
And the worst part is they're going to eject. If you get a targeting call, the player gets ejected from the game. So that's actually
I would really honestly say that's just.
I think you're right.
Irresponsible.
That's Caleb Dominique.
I think that is irresponsible because honestly, I mean, they were trying to avoid each other in a lot of ways. Those two defenders that were coming over.
Yeah, and I think you're right because that was not intentional whatsoever.
No, he definitely was slowing down, but that's good that he's getting up. It was Tidius Mitchell, but obviously getting up, walking off the field, that's what we like to see.
Absolutely, and that was it looked like initially Tidius Mitchell was just going down, and Dominic's head happened.
It's almost as if he was airborne.
Yeah, it did,
really.
and his head just happened to hit onto Tidius Mitchell's head as well at the same time, but I think you're absolutely right. That was not malicious in any way.
You saw him slowing up, really.
I think that's an incorrect call about the targeting. If anything, it should have been a helmet-to-helmet
Kind of contact.
contact penalty or anything like that. Targeting